From Vietnam's shutdown of over 86 million bank accounts for failing biometric verification to Mexico's new mandatory biometric CURP or CURP ID rolling out nationwide to track everything from banking to healthcare. The world is racing towards a surveillance economy. Now in the US, the freshly signed Genius Act is tightening the screws on digital assets with anti-money laundering rules that experts say could soon mandate biometrics for everyday finance, eroding privacy one scan at a time. Joining us today to unpack this global trend toward financial control and what it means for your freedom is my friend Gerald Celente. He's a renowned trend forecaster and the publisher of the Trends Journal. Gerald, I know you've been writing about this for a long time, but it's all coming together now. The question is, how quickly does it come here?
It could come tomorrow. I mean, think of the word stable coin. Orwell couldn't come up with a better name. Who made up this crap? Stable coin. CBDC, central bank digital currencies. We know every penny is spent, what you spent it on, when you spent it, and where you spent it. And most importantly, by knowing that, we get every penny for tax dollars, so we could steal all the money from you that we can. They're going to go digital currencies. We wrote about this years ago. One of the covers of our Trends Journal magazine was from dirty cash to digital trash. They're going to use this also as a way to bring down the debt crisis. This new digital coin now is worth X amount more than the dollar, the euro, the this or the that.
Yep.
Everything is going digital. Again, you have to make connections between different fields.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33 and verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then they shall know that a prophet hath been among them. Mexico makes biometric identifier mandatory for all citizens. I got this clip from GMS Dedication. Got to give credit where it's due. The water, very edifying video. But we woke up this morning to find out that now Mexico and all these countries are going into digital IDs, okay, which bio means body and metric means measurement. They're going to measure you by your body, okay, and basically your fingerprints, your retinal scans, things like that, which ultimately this is all a precursor to the MOTB, where they want to actually put something inside of your body, okay. That's all it is. They want to put something inside of your body, all right, which is going to be the MOTB, the RFID micro C-HIP, okay, which is technology that will have all your information on it, and at a simple scan of this technology through your skin, you can be identified, okay. But the digital ID, okay, and these digital currencies are a digital prison, okay, and a precursor to the mark of the beast. We see how this thing is playing out, and starting with our head elders and apostles of Great Millstone, you were warned. You're going to find out who the true prophets were, who the true men of the Lord were in these last days, because everything that we told you through the spirit of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is playing out in the earth. All right, let's go over here. This is Mexico mandatory digital ID. AI overview. Mexico is establishing a mandatory digital ID system centered on the biometric unique population registry code. This new ID will be mandatory for all citizens, and we told you, when they go to talking about mandatory, you don't have a choice. Which I was in Mexico last year, Salakia. I went to Mexico last year, and it's a whole different vibration over there, man. Okay, it's a whole different vibration over there. But guess what? This is going throughout the whole earth. All right, you got India, you have the UK, you have all these different nations conveniently all at one time turning to a digital ID, which is the beginning of a MOTB, where you will be identified through your chip. Include biometric data like fingerprints and photos, and be required for many transactions and services such as banking. How do you eat? You have to buy and sell to eat, right? You have to have a bank account. That's how you get your paychecks as well too. You have to have a bank account. Healthcare, meaning and a lot of you people out here are not healthy. I've talked to people in the past couple of weeks, and everybody's in pain. The water YAHAWASHI, the water YAHAWASHI, call HALAL YAHAWASHI, that I don't have any pain. Okay, I'm not in. I don't have severe pain. Thank the Lord that you don't have severe. You got people that are in pain and they're doped up on pain medication and all, and they have to go through that healthcare system, which is a complete sham. It says in accessing social programs, you need help from the government. You want food stamps, you want Section 8, you want child support, whatever you want to get, you're going to have this. Public and private entities are legally required to request this ID for these activities. And it says legally required. So there's going to be no way around this. Which, like I said, it's a precursor to the MOTB. All right? You can't say you didn't know. You can't say you wasn't warned. Okay? Let's go on. You got all these different articles about it, but you get the picture. Which last night I was at the gym, and the spirit jumped on me to look it up. And there's a stable coin or a so-called crypto coin for the US dollar now. All right, I would pull it up, but it's not necessary. Let's just say all these other coins, they go up and down, on the charts. All these other, different forms of revenue or whatever, they go up and down on these charts. But this USDC, which is the US digital currency, it's marked at $1, and it was just going straight across. It's marked at $1, but when this dollar crash, which it will any day now, this dollar is going to be shit. Your physical money is going to mean nothing. Physical money will no longer be legal tender. Okay? When that happens, that thing is going to skyrocket. Okay? And they're going to tell you that you have to get this US digital currency, the US dollar coin, or whatever you want to call it, in order to be able to function in the society, which eventually will go to, because everything is going to go digital. This is why during the pandemic they were saying that it was a shortage of coins. They're pushing all that stuff out, and they're going to come in with a new. This is why they talk about a great reset. They're going to reset this system, man. You got Jake losing their lives and freedom for this money that's about to be worthless anyways. You see that in Venezuela. I did a video a few weeks ago about how in Venezuela they was the dumpsters were full of money or physical money because it had no value anymore. Okay? I did a video also a few weeks ago about how this USDC dollar coin or digital coin is, they had just came out with it, and that's going to be the new thing. That's what's going to back up the American dollar when the American dollar crash. And this is how they're going to transfer all that debt. Okay? But let's go over here, bringing this back, because it's something that, people going to find out by the time it's too late. But you can't say you wasn't warned. Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, this dollar is going to crash. Okay? It's already failing. I put up a post a few weeks ago about how the dollar has lost 97% of its value. The only thing that's keeping it up is a social is this social system about it being money. It's not backed by anything. So the moment, things take a turn, your dollars are not going to mean anything. No matter how much money you have saved up, it's going to mean nothing. And even the more you save your money up, the less value it has. This is why they tell you to invest in different assets, okay? Different stocks. You have to make your money make money for you, because the money has no value anymore. Lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. You're going to know who the true men of the Lord were, who the true prophets were, who were the ones who were warning you about this, man. All right, and then we're going to come into ultimately the hour of temptation, where everybody's going to be tempted to join this beast system, which would the digital currencies, whatever. We hardly use cash now, anyways, because you have the the Apple Wallet, which that's another thing too. All these digital wallets, okay. All you gotta do is scan your phone. You don't have to have physical cash on you. I rarely have physical cash on me because you don't need physical cash anymore, and that was all according to plan. This is why when they came out with the credit cards that had the chips in them, they told you, they said, every time you went into a store, they said, I kept asking, you got a chip, you got a chip, you got a chip. That was all gearing up for this right here that's about to happen. A great reset. They're about to change the system. As soon as Jake started getting a little money, they changed the goalposts. Revelation chapter 3, verse 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So it's going to come upon all the world. So people think, oh, if America goes to shit, I'm going to go to Mexico. America goes to shit, I'm going to go to Canada. There's going to be nowhere to go. There's going to be nowhere to go. This system is going to be worldwide. They want to bring in a one world government, a one world currency, a one world religion. And this is why, you have it where you have, it's like this proves that this world is being ran by the synagogue of Satan. Okay? No matter what country, and as the elder was going into it, Mexico, the president of Mexico is a small hat woman. She's a Jewish woman. Okay? How is that possible? Because they're the ones that's really calling the shots. They're the ones that's really ruling the world. And if you don't think the same thing about America, who you think are these the handlers of Trump and all your your senators and whatnot? You got APEC, okay? This world is being ran by the synagogue of Satan, and as Aaron Russo was told, the goal is to bring in to get everybody C-hipped. That's their goal. The Rothschild, I forgot his name exactly, but the Rothschild guy told him the goal is to get everybody C-hipped. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. That's why you can't get too caught up in this place, because it's going to crash. It's over with. You got to hold fast to what you was taught. Stay in the spirit of YAHAWASHI. That's why we're not too caught up in a business or any of these other endeavors here in America, because it's not going to mean shit when this economy collapse, man. Let's go over here. And we constantly bring these precepts out, but you got to hear them. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1 in the KJV. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. I will watch and see what he will say to me, what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord YAHAWASHI answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Meaning, this ain't complicated, man. This ain't hard. This ain't hard to get. It's in your face. Every movie, all these new movies are showing you how basically there's no money. I remember the movie Upgrade. I always bring the movie. It's a great movie to watch. But he needed help, and he gave the lady cash, and she looked at it all crazy, and she said, "Wow, they really did put God on it." Because it says, "In God we trust." Something like that she said, but that shows you that they wasn't using physical cash anymore as they used to. For the vision is yet for an appointed, and all this is for better control you, to control the people, because it's all going to be put into a database, and like he said, every penny is going to be known where every penny is spent. You're going to be taxed on every single dollar you spend. Okay? There is no more under the table jobs. There is no more all these different gigs you can do in order to make extra money. All right? As I said in my video yesterday, hey, you are less free today than you have been any time in the past, and you're going to be less free tomorrow than you are today, because they're moving to shut this place down. It says the vision is for an appointed time, but in the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. It's not going to delay much longer, man. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yeah, this man that's in power, he's not right. Okay? This man is wicked. Okay, so what is he doing? He's bringing hell upon the people. Why? Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death. What's going on over there in Gaza? Gaza's a little strip. They got the majority of the land, but they got to have it all. You see? And they'll do a G side just to get it. And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. This is how you're going to do it. Everybody going to have to take this MOTB. In the KJV, it says the vision is for a future time. In the NLT, the vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. Okay? And let's grab it real quick while, I don't have a lot of time. But, hey, we're going to make plenty of time to bring out these warnings, these prophecies. Okay? Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. They're going to cut you out of society. I did a video a couple days ago about how in China, anybody who's not in line with that social credit system, they're homeless. They're literally sleeping on the streets. All right? And this is what's coming here. You're going to be sleeping on the streets if you don't want to bow down to the system, man. This is why we're going to have to put our full trust and dependency upon the Lord. Okay? Because the Lord going to have to come through for us in this time. We have to be led by the Lord. Or your ass going to be on the street. Okay? With all your 5, 9, or 9 kids. And he called, and eventually everybody, all you people are just going to comply. You're going to consent and submit unto this devil, man. Even if you say you're not now, go a couple of meals without eating. Okay? Go without a couple of meals. You seen the lady I did a video on the other day? She had all that damn poison. Ain't nothing but drugs in that food, man. Captain Crunch and like, nigga, come on. And let me say something too about that video I forgot to add. Just because a motherfucker skinny don't mean they're healthy. You can be skinny as hell and unhealthy because you got certain people that eat that same food and they skinny as hell. But when it's time to do something physical, like run a lap or fight. They all winded, and passing out and shit because you out of shape, so this is the time to really lock in on your diet, in the spirit and getting right, man. And he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, everybody, okay, everybody, slacking for the noise, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Our apostles told you this was coming. Okay? In NLT, he required everyone. What did it say? Mandatory. Mandatory. Go look up the definition of mandatory. He required everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave. If you in prison, you a slave. Okay? They're gonna tell you if you want to get your credits, to get your soups and your oodles and noodles and honey buns, you're gonna have to have this MOTB, or you're gonna starve in there. This ain't the time to be going to prison, man. It says to receive a MARK in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast, or like in NLT, verse 17, and no one could buy or sell anything without that mark. So you're not going to be able to buy what you got to buy in order to buy gas for your car, in order to pay for your rent, in order to buy food, to buy water. Essential things you need, it costs money, and that was by design. So you would have to depend upon this man. Trooper says you got to go to this man for the one of all things. You got to have his money, with his face on it, which now is going digital. All right. It says lock here. 1 second. I'm about to close out. Hold on. It says, and that no one could buy or sell anything without that mark, which was either the name of the beast or the number representing his name, which that's all inside that C hip, man. Okay, that's all inside. It's just a beast system, and it's about to get unleashed on a whole nother level. Okay, there is no more, how you say it, there is going to be no more options. There's only going to be one option, and that's why we chose, you know, the right way early, which is YAHAWASHI. Shalom, Kamashirala, Baba Ball.